Welcome to
PIA.
PIA.
Welcome to PIA
2009.
PIA 2009.
2009.
Back in the PIA 2009.
The internet is one of the most amazing things that's come into the skydiving world because it allows skydivers from all around the world to get in touch with each other. Well, the #1 place where skydivers congregate on the web is, of course, dropzone.com. And with us, we've got Jay Young, who's the manager, director. What's your title?
You know, you call me a bit of a producer, editor-in-chief kind of thing, but it's just a title. It doesn't matter that much. I guess the main thing is I've got ultimate responsibility for everything that goes on the site. I try to be a little bit hands-off because I'm not a skydiver myself, and let the people who know what they're doing and who have experience with that community handle the day-to-day running of it. But yeah, I'm there back behind the scenes, handling support requests, things like that.
Great. One of the things I've noticed is just since Name Media took over dropzone.com, and for those of you that don't know, dropzone.com has recently been acquired by a company called Name Media.
Yes, correct.
They specialize in content on the web and so forth.
Among other things, yep.
So I've noticed that the website is taking on a lot more of a role in providing articles and reviews and so forth. Is that part of the new direction of dropzone.com?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's actually one of the kind of the big things that I really want to do. My background is not in web. It's obviously not in skydiving, but it is in content and journalism. So that's one of the main reasons why I was hired, was to do those sorts of things with all three of the sites that Name Media bought: dropzone.com, rockclimbing.com, and basejumper.com.
So what are some of the things that you've kind of stumbled across that you like about DropZone since you've just gotten thrown into the world of skydiving?
You know, it's a very there's probably going to be some dropzone.com users who laugh and or wince at this, but it's actually a very well-mannered web community. The forums on dropzone.com.
You're right, I'm laughing.
And I know that there are probably some people out there who would say that the moderators in the forums on dropzone.com are maybe a little bit too heavy-handed. But I mean, I've seen a lot of web communities. I've been a part of a lot of web communities, and that's really the reason why it's, relatively speaking, as well managed as it is. If you don't do that, I mean, it really becomes a free-for-all, and the content that people who are serious about the sport want to get from it will no longer be able to get that because the signal-to-noise ratio will be sky high.
Well, I would agree in being one of those heavy-handed moderators.
Right.
Well, can you tell us anything that's coming up cool for dropzone.com or for the organization itself?
Wow.
Well, top secret.
Is this the what's the direction of the website question? I get this a lot, and there are really two answers to that. There's a general answer and there's a specific answer. And the general answer is that in order for me to be successful at my job, I mean, I basically need to do two things. One is, let's not mince words, I have to make a little bit of money for Name Media. That's why they bought the websites. But the second thing is I really need to do right by skydivers. My philosophy is that with a web community like this, the only way to be successful is to take a big, long view of it and make sure that we don't stick my foot in something that the website really shouldn't be in. So I want to make sure I don't go down in history as the guy who screwed up dropzone.com.
Well, believe me, the skydivers that feel that way, they're going to come find you, so we'll have to make sure that doesn't take place.
I'm sure I'll hear it.
Well, speaking of skydiving, when are you going to make your first skydive?
I've already made my first skydive.
Okay.
I did a tandem jump many years ago. I do want to do more. I'm thinking very hard about taking an AFF class. I don't have a drop zone near my house that offers it. I live in the middle of West Virginia. I think the nearest place is probably about an hour and a half away, and I don't think they have an AFF class. So maybe that means I need to book a vacation for somewhere and do it over the course of a week and a half there. So I don't know. So if there are any drop zones out there that are willing to maybe trade AFF classes for in-kind advertising or something like that, I might.
Wait a minute, no advertising in the day.
I might be willing to talk. I don't know.
Cool. So if you're a drop zone that offers AFF, you know how to get a hold of Jay. Well, Jay, thanks for taking a few minutes to talk to the people that are out there on the web, especially those that are on dropzone.com.
Yeah, my pleasure. It was great.
First time they've seen your face, so wonderful. Welcome aboard.
Thanks, Douglas. Thanks very much.
And we'll be checking back with you shortly.